Welcome to Land Academy. I'm Jack Butala.
I'm Jill DeWitt.
We show you how to buy real estate for half of what it's worth.
And sell it on the internet really fast.
We are Jack and Jill,
and this is the Jack and Jill Show too.
With over 15,000 completed transactions, we're the experts at acquiring property.
Of all kinds, not just land.
For half price and flipping them for way more.
All right, let's get this show started.
Jack Butala with Jill DeWitt.
Hello.
Welcome to our show today. In this episode, Jill and I talk about scaling your real estate investment business. Sounds like an episode of Shark Tank.
Huh.
Before we get into it, let's take a question posted by one of our members on the landinvestors.com online community. It's free.
Okay. Chuck asks, I am selling a large parcel on terms of which I signed a purchase option agreement with my seller. The parcel is 40 acres that I optioned for $9,000 and am closing through a title company. Before I sign a terms agreement with my buyer, I thought I would seek advice from our forum to see if I should first fully close on the property with my seller to make sure there are no hitches due to something I may have missed in my due diligence. I don't want to get stuck not being able to close due to some surprise with the property via title company findings, and I've already signed a purchase and sales agreement with my buyer.
All good points.
So, should I simply fully disclose to my buyer that I'm closing in the closing process and there may be a chance that I cannot sell and will refund all of their money and have written in the
purchase and sale
with my buyer? Any other advice? Thanks in advance.
Excellent questions, Chuck. And this group is so intelligent. I mean, you worked, not only did you ask the question, but you kind of gave 3 or 4 options on how I should answer it.
Right.
And I'm serious. It's a very well thought out and intelligent question. There's 2 ways to sell property on terms. A deed of trust, which is kind of what you do, depending on the state you're in, this is how you do it. But a deed of trust is what you do when you buy a house with a mortgage. There's a trustee, and so it gets recorded. So when you buy a house, you don't own it. The bank really owns it with a mortgage. And it gets recorded with a title agent. And then you actually get the deed recorded in your name with a lien on it all throughout the payment periods for 30 years sometimes. When you're done, the bank says, okay, thanks. I'm releasing this lien, and you own it what's called free and clear. There's another way to do it. It's called a land contract, and or just a contract for sale, depending on which part of the country you're in. Land contract is Rust Belt. Contract for sale is out here west. That way, the property is in your name throughout the duration of the payment period as the seller. And when they're done paying, you physically deed the property over to and that's how Jill and I do all of our deals. And I'll tell you, the reason we do them that way is because I got burned doing it the other way, because if and when they default, it costs a tremendous amount of money to undo that deed of trust.
Exactly.
So to answer your question directly, Chuck, if that's not boring enough today, to answer your question directly, close the deal. If you love the property, and you obviously got this far, so you love it, buy the property for $9,000. Now you're done, and you own it. It's in your name, and then do a contract for sale, and let the person make payments. And all what Jill does all along the way, payment cycle, is she communicates with the buyer and says, hey, if you're enjoying it that much and you love the property that much, I'll give you a cash discount. This is like 6, 8, 10 months in. Mm-hmm. If you can get together the money with your whoever, or put it on your credit card or whatever, we can just cash out a thing. I'll give you a real substantial discount. And that works out really well too.
Totally.
You're in control with the way that I described it. With a deed of trust, there's other people involved. Yep. And we all know in this group how much we love to have lenders and real estate agents and all banks.
I want them all involved.
Yeah, sure.
I want the more people I can get involved.
Let's have some cocktails together.
Yeah.
Let's become friends.
That's a great idea. Just kidding.
No. What you want, you want to be the seller, and you want to be the buyer, and you want to have a relationship.
Yeah.
You get deals done that way, and that's kind of what the show's about. Mm-hmm. Scalability.
That's how we roll. If you have a question or you want to be on the show, reach out to either one of us in landinvestors.com.
Do you ever have a relationship with somebody where, they're just pushing you along because you're just not doing it fast enough?
What the heck?
That's my life.
Did you just say that?
I am.
Are you
my
actually?
Whole life. My whole life, I have been the one who's done things too fast.
Yes.
Everybody tells me slow down. Then I meet this girl.
No.
And she's even faster than me.
Not necessarily. Hold on a moment. If anyone's going to say, let's play hooky on a day, isn't it usually me?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, thank you.
I'll tell you, when you turn the off switch off, though, it's off.
Oh,
This
it's
is a
off.
compliment.
Thank you.
But when it's on, man, it's on.
That's what's so
I
funny.
just couldn't make that transition fast enough for you.
You have a hard time sometimes because we'll be out somewhere and you'll think of something and I will have to honestly say, you know what? I do not remember the details. I'm not at my desk. I really do shut it off.
Yeah, it's good.
So,
I respect that. I admire it.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you very much.
Today's topic, scale your real estate investment business. This is the meat of the show. How do you really, what's the difference between repeat it? Do I repeat it? Or do I scale it? What's the difference between those two things? Because they are not interchangeable, and I hear them used incorrectly frequently. So here's the deal. Scalability, when you scale your business up, if you have a coffee shop and then you open another coffee shop, that's repeating your business. It's not scaling it. If you write a book and you write it one time and you close it and it's over and you sell it 10,000 times and then 20,000 and then 20 million times, that's scalability. Well, how the hell can you do that when you're tied to a transaction? You only can do so many transactions a day. Here's what you do. You become a private lender. So now you have, you do your own deals and you're going along, chugging along and doing fantastically well, like a lot of people in our group. And then you start to notice that in our group, there's this guy named John over here, and he's doing great. And he's burning it. He's burning through his acquisition money as fast as he can and selling properties, and the guy knows what he's doing, and you get along. When you guys talk on the phone, you laugh a little bit. So you lend him money, and then you lend Jimmy money, and then Sally, and then whomever else. And now you're scaling your real estate business, and you're just, like Jill just said before the show, you wake up in the morning and you look in the database and you say, yes, yes, no, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, 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 yes, no. And you become a great surfer.
What the heck? Well, it's more, and
Because
it's,
you have so much time.
like, oh, I see what you're saying. So it's really what Jack's saying is not just about, you're not just saying, hey, here's $10,000, let me know how it goes. No, it's like you're completing deals with that person because you've watched them and you've seen their track record and you're comfortable with them.
And you know the business.
And you have a little bit of a partnership. You may have a partnership over here, a partnership over there, even a partnership with 10 people. You know what deals are going down. They've already passed your test. That's what Jack's saying. You look in the computer and you're like, I'll do that one with that guy. I'm not going to do this deal with that guy. I don't like the deal.
That's right, Jill. That's right.
I'm going to do this one with her and that kind of thing. So that's how you lend them money. And and we do this. Well, our group especially, I see all kinds of great deals going on our deal board with our members.
Me
And
too.
I was just looking at it today.
That's what this group is for.
I
what we
know.
what
I have
we're
a few that
describing.
said, look, I just have this. I don't want to let it go to waste. It's 160 acres over here. Here's a map. Here's the details. I'm like, oh, this is so good stuff. So we really are not letting deals go to waste. So, and then there you go. And then that way you could have 10 deals going on at the same time. Jack, I'll talk like Dory.
Oh, God, no. Everybody just turn the radio off just now.
All right.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry.
Is that like Dory Whale?
Yes. Nemo. So anyway, that was such a good movie, by the way. The second movie was adorable, I have to say. Okay, our kids aren't little, but those are funny.
Jill and I still go to those animated movies. The kids are all grown up.
Wait, no, I got to tell you something funny, though, too. Remember we went and Jack said, let's go see Baby Driver. I'm like, is that a kid's movie? And then I realized Baby Driver is not a kid's movie. And by the way, if you've not seen Baby Driver, you have to see Baby Driver. That movie rocked. So anyway, back, what were we talking about? We have enough time because we have deals going on and we don't have to do much. We can go see stupid movies.
And do this show.
And have fun. And go fast or go slow. So, all right. Sorry, I totally just changed your subject.
No, I actually interrupted you.
It's all good. But
so it's really easy to scale this business once you know what you're doing. But here's some mistakes I've made personally, and then I see some people in our group make once in a while. So let's try to avoid those. Here's an example. Hey, Jack, I know you love 40-acre properties. I know you love to buy them for $80,000 and then sell them for $180,000 and they're worth $250,000. And that's kind of your niche right now. I know you love that. Here's a marina in Tennessee. Would you like to buy it with me?
oh, and I have a golf course.
I'm exaggerating, but I do see people that say, well, here's a Los Angeles apartment building, and man, all it needs is $300,000 of work, and the rents could be this and that. And the fastest way for me, my personality, to go bankrupt is to buy an apartment building. We are not
so
renters.
funny.
We are not landlords. We just,
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I literally, you know what? I'm thinking the golf course thing. I brought that up because I really had someone that they were trying to give me the golf course.
People make fortunes.
I don't want a golf course.
People get up and make fortunes in the apartments business and a bunch of other real estate businesses where I would dismally fail. And people fail at selling land where I do really well. So where you can fail at scalability is in being a private lender partner. Not lender, but a private partner like an angel investor. Not really an angel investor either, but a partner on a deal.
He'll get there. Keep going,
because
Jack.
Jill's pushing me along.
Keep trying. Third time. You got this.
If I didn't love you.
I'm sorry. I'm just sitting here going, where is he going? All right.
So you want to make sure, my whole point is, you want to make sure that whatever you're getting into with a partner, they understand, like your brains are connected. They understand you incredibly well, and you understand them incredibly well, even personally. And then the deal that you're doing, you would actually do that deal. You know, if you found it first, you would do that deal yourself. That's the kind of partnership you want to get involved in, and then do it over and over and over again. If you have a question, join us in another episode where Jack and Jill discuss how to use information. That's me.
An inspiration, riding away on a scooter. That's me.
To get just about anything you want.
We use it every day to buy property for half what it's worth and sell it immediately.
You are not alone in your real estate ambition.
That's funny.
I love when people bring us deals, and 9 times out of 10, I have to explain. That's just not, One time somebody brought me a wrecker company that, they wanted me to invest in their we tow your car away if you're parked.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, what? First of all,
Isn't
that's
that
how
interesting?
you go to hell.
Oh.
By towing people's cars away.
I know, that is not
It's just
nice.
a nasty business.
I couldn't do that.
So there's that. But, I've had a nickel for every time somebody brought me some kind of deal like that. Like, think of any given episode of Shark Tank. One person is sitting on the panel saying, this is the greatest idea I've ever had, and you and I are going to make $25 million in the next 3 years.
Right.
And all the other people are going,
what is that?
I wouldn't touch that.
I know nothing about it. I don't know baby clothes, whatever it is.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be the kind of thing I know.
So, you really have to find your niche and love it and be interested in it. Somebody brought me a chain of oil changing shops one time in Phoenix, and it was no money down. And I'm really looked at it and I said, we could turn this thing around and make a couple $100,000 a month. And I'm so glad I didn't.
Sometimes I find myself, I even surprise myself. I'm like, I hang up the phone, I go, God, I always sounded really excited there. I really love what I do so much. I actually really do get excited. And sometimes I go, why is this exciting? It must sound like a crazy person. To people like, why is she all excited about buying that stupid piece of dirt? It's dirt. I don't know, but I love it.
I love land too, I could have gone the other way, Joe. Like when we met, you could have said,
yeah, I know. I could have said,
what are you buying
no.
this real estate? What?
Yeah.
Real estate? Oh, please.
You've got to do something to it. You can't possibly make money on that.
Why don't you just go work at the post office and
wear a
forget it?
suit.
Wear a suit. Please stop wearing the same pair of shorts every day.
Right.
Information and inspiration to buy undervalued property.
We are Jack and Jill, and this was the Cash Flow from Land Show.
We're the experts at acquiring property
Of all kinds, not just land.
for half price, just so we can flip it for way more.
And really fast. Thanks for listening.
You are not alone in your real estate ambition.